For most of my life, I gave very little thought to the food that I ate. Whether for a meal or a late night snack, if I liked the taste, I ate it. That was the extent of my meal planning. Did I like the flavor? But minimalism made me a much healthier eater. It brought intentionality into my life in ways I never imagined. Finances, health, habits, exercise, and diet. So years ago, I gave up sugar. Not every day, all the time, but most days and as consistently as possible. It's been a positive life change and beneficial to see how my body responds. And our bodies do respond. They always do. Everything we place into our body has an effect on it, either positive or negative. What we consume determines the lives that we live. We can see this most easily with the food that we eat. When we fuel our body properly, our body responds positively. Fuel improperly, and our body responds negatively. But this is a principle with further reaching application than the food that we eat. This is a truth that rings true with almost everything we choose to consume. Books, music, television, websites, video games, just to name a few. Think about it. If you choose to read books and listen to podcasts primarily about business and productivity, your mind is going to sharpen its focus on those things. You will see the world in this way and act accordingly. If you choose to receive your news every evening from Fox News, you will arrive at a much different view of the world and probably political party than someone who consumes their news exclusively from MSNBC. Equally so, if TikTok is your only source of world news, your worldview will become defined by it. Same with books and magazines and podcasts. Even the music we listen to shapes our minds and our hearts. It carries dramatic influence on our focus throughout the day, what we think about, and how we see the world around us. I think this is really important. What we choose to consume determines the direction of our lives. We know this to be true concerning food, so we adjust our diet and meal plans, or at least we think about doing so. But for some reason, we are less vigilant when it comes to the other influences we allow into our lives. It's wise for us to pause often and review the influences we are allowing into our body and our mind. Let this serve as a warning to all of us. But this video is not just a warning, it's also an invitation. We can also use this truth to our advantage and use it to bring about the positive changes we desire to make in our lives. Are you wanting to get healthier? Intentionally consume books and articles that encourage you to do so. Lots of them. Are you trying to become a better parent or spouse? Surround yourself with people who are trying to accomplish the same. Are you trying to become more successful in a specific line of work? Absorb as much as you can about that topic. Are you needing to become better with money? Spend time every day listening to positive influences steering you in the direction you desire. More specifically, the Becoming Minimalist YouTube channel is a community of people who are dedicated to finding more life by owning less stuff. But this approach to life is countercultural. Our society seems built and supported by an approach to life focused on buying and consuming more than we need and never being satisfied. So if we're not intentional concerning the influences we allow into our lives, we make the journey even more difficult. Are you struggling to conquer the clutter in your home or overcome consumerism in your life? Choose carefully what you surround yourself with. Put down the sales catalogs and websites and the checkout line magazines. Mute commercials or television or unsubscribe from email marketers. Watch more videos dedicated to owning less. You can follow The Minimal Mom, The Minimalists, Clutterbug, or Kaden. When you do, you will find these changes become more and more natural. These changes we desire to make in life become increasingly possible when we change the influences around us. Because what we consume always determines what we become, whether for the good or the bad. So what do you need to consume more of today? Speaking of being intentional about what we choose to consume, before I end today, let me share with one quick update for you. My new book, Uncluttered Faith, continues to spread in some really exciting ways, and there's some exciting things happening behind the scenes. We're currently turning the book into a video-based curriculum for church small groups, 6-week material. No matter where you live, if the message of owning less would be a good one for you, your church, or your small group, keep looking out for that information. It's going to be out before the summer. Secondly, I'm planning a summer tour to visit churches around the country. To date, over 150 churches have invited me to speak. I'm not able to visit all of them, but I am going to visit more than 20 this upcoming summer. So I'll announce all those times and dates and locations here just as soon as I can. So keep your eyes out for that. All of that just to say, the message of uncluttered faith is reaching more and more people, and I am incredibly grateful for that. If you haven't picked up a copy yet, I'd encourage you to do that today.